Radhe Radhe. Today is Saturday, 17th February 2024. And here we are to present this recap video for today's Bhagavad Gita Recitation class. We continue to progress along our journey for chapter 10. So here along with me is Mummy.
Radhe Radhe.
We're going to see that we covered today the next 5 verses in sequence. So chapter 10, verse 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. We'll hear one round of recitation for all these 5 verses, then learn one or more important Sanskrit words from each one, briefly hear what the content of the verse is, and then go through recitation one more time. So let's start off with chapter 10, verse 31.
Pavanah pavatam asmi, Ramah shastrabhritam aham, Jashanam makaraschasmi, Srotasam asmi jahnavi, Sarganam adirantascha, Madhyam chaivaham Arjuna, Adhyatma vidya vidyanam Vadah pravadatam aham Aksharanam akarosmi Dvandva samasikasya cha Aham evakshayah kalo Dhataham vishvato mukhaha Mrityu sarvaharashchaham Udbhavascha bhavishyatam Kirti shrirvakcha narinam Smritir medha dhritikshama Brihat sam tatha samnam Gayatri chandasam aham Masanam margashirshoham Ritunam kusumakaraha. So let's see one important word each. So verse number 31, I have chosen actually 2. One is pavatam. Pavatam means things, all those things that purify. So he says he is the best of all that purifies. Krishna is the best. Janvi, that is the another name for Ganges, the Ganga. In Sanskrit, we call her Janvi. Verse 32, Sarganam. Sargana means of all the creations. Verse 33, let's look at Akshayaha. Akshayaha means endless, which has no end. Verse 34, Udbhavaha. Udbhavaha means the origin of everything. And verse 35, easy word, but very important one, Kusuma Karaha. Kusuma Karaha means the spring season, when it is all flowering. So over to you, Gagan.
Thank you, Mummy. So let's look briefly at the content of these 5 verses. Again, as a reminder, chapter 10, a lot of it focuses on Sri Krishna's glory and opulences. So it's mostly a list of everything that he is and much more, of course. In the Bhagavad Gita study series, when we get to chapter 10, we'll get through more details, of course. Chapter 10, verse 31, the catchphrase here as a question is Ram's reflection. We'll get to that. But Sri Krishna says that he is the wind amongst purifiers. He is the crocodile amongst aquatic animals. He is the river Ganges, Janvi, as Mummy said. And he also says that amongst all wielders of weapons, he is Ram. So indeed, Ram's reflection, yeah, we know the answer is correct. But one wonders sometimes, till you get to this verse, did you know that or not? Of course, both are avatars of Lord Vishnu, and Sri Krishna is Ram and Ram is Sri Krishna. We'll quickly take you through the flyer for the class. In fact, hopefully you all got a chance to see that. Take a look closely. We do have Sri Krishna looking in the mirror, and he gets to see Lord Ram. Each is the reflection of the other. Chapter 10, verse 32, we have as a question again the catchphrase, the final word. Well, indeed, Sri Krishna says he is the beginning, middle, and end of all creation. Amongst all sciences, he is the science of spirituality. And amongst debates, he is the logical conclusion. So indeed, the final word where it comes to debates. It's not yet, of course, the final word of the Bhagavad Gita, several chapters more to go, but Sri Krishna nonetheless is the final word. Chapter 10, verse 33, A plus creations. He says that he is that beginning letter A or A. It is in all Sanskrit letters, we have a half letter and A combined to that to give you the letters, as Swamiji says in the commentary. So A plus. But also Sri Krishna says he is the dual word of all grammatical compounds. He is endless time, the endless time. And amongst creators, he is Brahma. He is the creator of all creators. He is all the creations. He is top-notch, excellent, A plus creations. Chapter 10, verse 34, feminine finery. So at first, Sri Krishna says he is the all-devouring death. And in contrast, he is also the origin of everything that is yet to be, because everything emanates from Sri Krishna. And then he says, amongst feminine finery, features, grandeur, he is at least 7 things: fame, prosperity, fine speech, memory, courage, intelligence, and forgiveness. And finally, chapter 10, verse 35, Sri Krishna, flowery features. He had earlier said he is amongst the Vedas, he is the Samved. So amongst the hymns of the Samved, he is the Brihat Sam. Amongst all the meters, the poetic meters and the tunes that we know for mantras, he is the Gayatri meter. Amongst the Hindu months of the calendar, he is Margshirsh. And amongst all the seasons, he is spring, which brings forth flowers. So that's the essence of chapter 10, verses 31 through 35. Let's listen to them one more time.
Pavanah pavatam asmi, Ramah shastrabhritam aham, Jashanam makaraschasmi, Srotasam asmi jahnavi, Sarganam adirantascha, Madhyam chaivaham arjuna, Adhyatma vidya vidyanam, Vadav pravadatam aham, Aksharanam akarosmi, Dvandva samasikasya cha, Aham evakshaya kalo, Dhataham vishvato mukha, Mrityu sarvaharashchaham, Udbhavascha bhavishyatam, Kirti shrirvakcha narinam, Smritir medha dhritik kshama, Brihat sama tatha samnam, Gayatri chandasam aham, Masanam margashirshoham, Ritunam kusumakaraha. So hope that helps to revise all these verses. Over to you, Gagan.
Thank you, Mummy. Indeed, chapter 10, verses 31 through 35. Do practice when you get a chance and keep at it. We shall continue the journey, as always, on Saturdays, whether it's next week, February 24th, 2024, or it's the following one, March 2nd, 2024, getting into a new month. We shall see you at the usual time, 11 a.m. Central in the US and 10:30 p.m. IST. Till then, Radhe Radhe. Thank you so much.
Radhe Radhe.